Come and say something. I wanna hear your voice.
All the eyes on me, all the eyes are all on me. All the eyes on me, all the eyes are all on me. All the eyes on me, all the eyes are all on me. All the eyes on me, all the eyes are all on me.
What's going on, guys? It's your boy Fox back in the house. Bro, it's been a minute since I've done one of these videos. I just really haven't been in the mood. But anywho, we're here today. What are we discussing today, Senpai Fox? Today, I want to talk about this week's chapter. Chapters 178, episode 18. I don't care, whatever. But I just want to get some thoughts off my chest, talk about a few theories that are going around, and some of y'all have been blowing my comment section up in it. So in this chapter, we mostly got it. Nothing really happened too much. We mostly got interactions between Remy and one of my favorite characters who got introduced a little while back, Evie, and all that junk. Well, both of them got introduced a little while back, but yeah, Evie is one of my favorite characters. She is innocent and pure. She must be protected at all times. No more fake Joker attacks on her, please. That would be lovely. My heart can't take another one. But so in this chapter, the same foolishness is going on still. Fake Jokers are attacking students. And in this incident, I'm assuming the guy who did it this time was a low tier. He attacked. I'm going to assume everybody that's doing the attacking is a low tier, and some of the people they're attacking are mid tiers. This guy attacks some mid tiers. It didn't work out for him. He completely got bodied. They left him in the middle of the street and all that junk. And as Evie, and we get a glimpse of Evie. She's just walking. She's thinking about, I guess, math class or something. She's thinking about a math problem or whatever, which threw me off when I was doing the reaction. But whatever, yeah. And then she notices like, hey, this guy is unconscious. But then she thinks like, should I help him? And all that with all this mess going on and everything. And she decides to do the right thing, and she decides to help Buddy up. But she can't really move him. If you don't know anything about dead weight, it's heavier than, I feel like dead weight is heavier than normal weight and all that. Like, Buddy's completely unconscious, and you know, all his weight is just, it's there. Evie is not that strong. I don't even say it's because she's a girl. I think it's just because she doesn't do like training or anything, and she is a low tier. I think her ability is like, quote me if I'm wrong, flashlight. I'll probably have a card up. Like, I know she can make like her palms like light up. Like, that's all she can do and all that. So she's not the person you call when you want help moving the sofa. You feel me? No, you call her over and y'all read a book or something. Actually, I want to read a book. There's a few books I want to read. If y'all got some books you want to recommend me, do so. So yeah, as she's trying to help this guy out, we never got his name or anything. Remy is late to class, whatever class that might be, and she's trying to book it there, and she stumbles across Evie and this person that pretended to be Joker and got his lights knocked out. It doesn't look good, not the best situation. You just see a girl what looks to be you see a girl carrying somebody's unconscious body, and you're like, and Remy's like, whoa, what's going on here? Evie freaks out. She explains the situation, and Remy is like, oh, okay, I'll help you take this guy to the infirmary and all that. Because both Remy and Evie have a sense of, I don't say this is a sense of justice in this, but they have a heart. They have a sense of compassion for their fellow student or fellow man and all that. So Remy's like, okay, cool, I'll help you. Now, the interesting part about this part of the chapter to me was that when Remy picked up the guy, her ability was activated. You can see her eyes glowing, and she also had electricity coursing through her entire body. Now, I was curious about this because I was like, as I said in the reaction and all that, you doing normal reactions like just moving this and thinking and all that, you are sending electrical pulses through your body and all that, mainly like the neurons and stuff in your brain. They're firing like electrical currents and all that constantly, no matter what you're doing, whether you're thinking or you're just doing simple actions like hey, how you doing and all that. So and also I hopped in a call after the chapter was done with the other Jokers, mainly Jay Meister, my homie who does the research corner with me, coming back soon, and the homie Ty and all that. I was like, I feel like she did that to increase her strength output. Now I don't see, like I said, I don't know biology like that or anything. So if anyone knows, like, I can explain it better than I can, please do so down below and all that. But I feel like she was using the electrical currents to like give her like a bit of a boost to her physical strength. I don't think her strength went astronomically out the roof or anything, but she's definitely physically stronger than what she was. Even though I would have thought she'd have been able to carry Buddy without having to activate her ability. Just I'm assuming she trains on, I'm pretty sure she has a schedule. I don't think she trains every day, but I'm pretty sure she has a regiment that she adheres to on a weekly basis, to try and keep in physical shape. You don't want to be, I'm just saying. But yeah, so no, that was interesting. So, and they take the guy to Doc. We got to see Doc again in this chapter. Always lovely to see him and all that. And he's actually surprisingly nice in this chapter. They're like, "Hey Doc, we got someone." He's like, "Oh, okay, cool. Just drop him over there. Y'all be careful and stay out of trouble." And then, but he still makes like that scowling face that he always does. But he was nicer than he usually did. He didn't yell at them. He was just like, "Okay, cool. Stay out of trouble. I'll take care of this guy." And after that, Evie and Remy go into the hallway and they talk and all that. And as they're talking, Evie is thinking to herself that, hey, like, she's so nice. Why would Joker do this to this person and all that junk? And as she's thinking, Remy asks Evie, he's like, "Hey, you seem like a sensible person. How do you think things are going on in school?" Now that's the interesting part to me. Evie explains, she's like before this whole Joker thing and all this mess, I knew what to do. And what she meant by that is like she knew where to walk, she knew where to go and where not to go at certain points and times of the day. She knew what she had to do in order to stay safe, because she is a low tier. I'm pretty sure she doesn't like it, but she knows that she can't really do anything about it. So she knew how to, get around the school and be safe. Now that John has disrupted the hierarchy and all that, well, he's broken it and all that, she doesn't know what to do, because at any given moment you can be attacked. And a few chapters ago, she was attacked. She was put in the infirmary and all that. And she's like, I don't know what to do. It's craziness. And it really goes to show that not everyone, like, the hierarchy is beneficial in some ways, and not in the fact that low tiers are treated like dirt and so on and so forth with with the ranks that are higher than each other and all that. But it was good in the sense that it gave her stability, it gave her a structure, it gave her not a purpose, but it gave her I don't want to say guidance. I can't think of the word, but it provided. We're gonna go with structure. It provided her with structure. She knew what she could do. She knew where she could go and where she couldn't. She might not have been happy about it, her or the other low tiers or the mid tiers, because they all have, everyone besides like people with Seraphina's ranking up are pretty kind of are restricted in some certain way. She was like, but I knew what to do. I knew how to get through my day, and I knew how to get back to my dorm, or if she stays on campus, back to my house relatively unscathed, and have a normal day in the life of a low tier and all that. But now that this is gone and there's nothing but pure chaos, low tiers and mid tiers alike, everyone is donning the mask, so they don't have to take responsibility for doling out either some revenge or just want to be petty to someone and beat the crap out of them and all that. So she's like, I don't like it. And then but after that, Evie asked Remy, she's like, how are you feeling since the whole Joker beat down thing? And then she immediately retracts. She's like, she immediately retracts that question. She's like, you don't have to answer that if you don't want to. And Remy's like, oh, she's like, I'm fine. She's like, but you're the first person to ask that. And I was like, you know what, I think she said, you're the first person to ask outside of my immediate friend group, like obviously Blake, Arlo, Aizen and I would assume Holden and not Claire, I can't remember, blue hair girl, I can't remember her name's trash. She's trash anyway, but you know, they asked obviously because they're friends, but you know, other than that, no one has really asked her. Actually, you know what? I wonder if her mother found out. Ooh, another topic for another day. But yeah, she's like, no, I'm fine and all that. And after that little discussion and all that, Remy asked Evie for her contact info, phone number. I don't know what country they're saying in. Japan, America, Venezuela, I don't know, bro. But yeah, they exchanged contact information. And Remy's like, I'll get in contact with you because I'm looking for people to help, you know, improve school life here. Because obviously all this junk going on with Joker running around is not the best for anybody. And that's when we get to the end of the chapter and all that junk. We see John, he's walking. Students have the newspaper in their hand, and the front line page is Joker's true identity. We didn't see John's reaction. I'm pretty sure when we next chapter we're gonna see his reaction. It's not gonna be pretty for Aizen and all that. But yeah, and that's how the chapter ends and all that. Now, I completely skipped this. So the one thing that y'all been blowing my comment section up about is the first part of the chapter. Like I said, the first part actually of the chapter is that we see Arlo in his apartment, which I thought he stayed on campus and all that junk. But anywho, he's thinking about how everyone, like most of his friends, like Serafina, he's thinking about how everyone doesn't like the authorities. He's thinking about Serafina's like, you really trust the authorities? He remembers when they were trying to keep Serafina safe in John's house. He was like, we should call the authorities. John's like, nope, no authorities. We'll call Doc. That's it. And then when he told Remy to quit the whole thing, the X-ray thing, she was like, she's like, I'll do whatever you want. She said, but I'm not going to the police or the authorities because they didn't do anything, because they still haven't figured out what happened to my brother. I called them multiple times and went down there, and they just treated me like I was a nuisance, and they eventually just never called back. And she's like, I'm done with them. They're useless. And for the most part, they are. They're useless in what they're supposed to do, but that's a whole nother video and all that. But so Arlo's thinking, his perspective, he's like the authorities do what they do. They good people, right? Aren't they? He's questioning it. And then we get a flashback of who I assumed was his mother, which is actually his auntie, because it's stated in the chapter, his auntie and all that. And that's the person y'all have been blowing my comment section about. And even Jay was talking about it. They're like, she strangely looks like Vulcan. I won't dispute that. She does look like Vulcan. However, I do not believe that she is Vulcan. Mainly for the fact that it's just like, I feel like it's too convenient. That's not the best reason in the world. I can agree on that. But I feel like it's a red herring. I feel like maybe I'm like, because Vulcan ain't the only woman out there with that hairstyle, you feel me? But if she is, I was wrong. You know, I will admit that, you know, whenever we get confirmation of whether she is or is she not. But what I got out of that flashback was that his auntie is working for the authorities. She is either a police officer or she's involved in the court system. I don't know. Whatever. But I was thinking that if she's a part of the authorities, what if she's also working for Ember? Not that she's Vulcan. She could be. But I feel like her doesn't work. For one thing, I feel like if she is Vulcan, why are you out on the street peddling, you know, illegal substances to, you know, low tiers and mid tiers, and you're part of the authorities? Now, once again, we don't know what she does in the authorities. I don't know if she's the secretary at the police station or if she's like the sheriff or something around the town. I just feel like if she is like a double agent or a triple agent or whatever, I feel like she's not gonna be, you know, doing like big wig things in the authorities, but going back to Ember and, you know, doing small time grunt work. Like, I'm not saying Vulcan's a grunt, but I mean, going out and just, you know, distributing you could get someone else to do that, and someone that's more disposable. Like I don't know, maybe Vulcan inside of Ember is not. I don't think she's the strongest, but I feel like she's a very good contender. Like a fight between her, like the fight between her and Remy was obvious. If Aizen and Blake were not there for Remy, Remy would be dead in a pool of her own. And on that, and let's just say we didn't get any confirmation, but for the most part, I mean, Vulcan didn't outright say like, yeah, I killed some guy named Ecstatic or whatever, well, a while back or whatever. No, I mean, it's heavily implied. But if she is the one that took out Ray was way stronger than Remy. Ray was the former king. He passed the title down to Arlo after he left. So I don't feel like if Vulcan was able to take out a former king. Now I don't know how like the students stack up to people in the real world, like outside of their school, like in society, but I'm assuming they stack up pretty well and all that. So I'm just saying, like I said, we don't know what position that Arlo's aunt holds in the authorities. I'm assuming she is working for the authorities in some shape, way, form, or fashion. But if she is, I don't feel like she's doing that by day and then at night being like a petty, you know, drug peddler to low tiers and mid tiers or whatever. It just seems weird to me and all that. Yeah, that is how I feel. If you tell me why you think she is Vulcan, besides the looks and all that. If you have I want to see or read your theories. If it's too long, you can, like I said, always put it down. The Discord is down below. You can always discuss it with me in Discord and all that junk. Also, while we're talking about Discord, make sure y'all sub. I've noticed a lot of you are not subbed to the channel. Roll to 1K and all that junk. We're trying to get it. But yeah, guys, that's my thoughts. I'm going to try and be more consistent with these again because I like doing them. I miss them actually. And this last chapter sparked me to want to talk about it. But yeah, if you have a theory down below, put it down below. Go to the Discord, talk about it amongst the other people that are there. They're chill people and all that. The jokers are there. I'm there. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share my videos all over the internet. Share them with your mother, with your father, with your sister, cousin, brother, your hamster, your pet alligator. I don't know, man. Just yeah. But appreciate you guys coming out, but deuces.